bringing you the first of a 3-part series of intermediate level Pilates workouts. We're starting from a seated position. Bring your feet forwards and wrap your feet into the mat, and then lift your spine up into a lengthened neutral position. Bring your hands and just slide them down your shins and flex your spine forwards. Release the tension from your shoulders and focus on your breathing. Breathe wide into your rib cage and breathe out through pursed lips. Draw the breath deep into the back and the outsides of your rib cage, expanding your rib cage like an accordion. And then as you breathe out, gently draw your tummy button away from the waistband of your trousers. It's subtle, there's no huge gripping here. It's just a feeling of engaging of your deeper abdominals, keeping that length through your spine. Next time you breathe out, restack your spine and bring yourself up against a wall behind you. Breathe wide into your rib cage. Breathe out to flex forwards. Breathe here. Hold this position and focus on where you are breathing into the back and the outside of your rib cage. And as you breathe out, connect to your deep abdominals and your pelvic floor. Next time you breathe out, restack your spine and lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. We're just going to think now about this section between our lower ribs and our pelvis, and we are drawing those parts slightly closer together. And then we are lifting back up onto our sitting bones. You will go just away from your sitting bones in that imprint, and then lift up and lengthen. Keep the length, but feel as though you are engaging your abdominals here to flex your lower back, and then rise up and lengthen. Your tailbone just goes between your legs, and it's tiny, and lift up. 2 more like this. And bring that up. Either sitting cross-legged, sit with your knees bent, or with your legs out in front, back onto your sitting bones, and then bring your arms out in front. Pull back like a bow and arrow and turn your chest, and then bring that arm forwards and rotate through your mid-back and bring that forwards. Feel as though the movement is coming from your mid-back, from your shoulder blades, from your rib cage, from your chest. Your head and neck will follow. Your lower back will respond. Draw back and bring that forwards. 2 more. And again, either with your legs out in front, with them straight or with them crossed, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. I'm just going to show you this one from the opposite direction. Let your shoulders come up towards your ears. Elevate your shoulder blades and then draw them down. One more like this. And then circle your arms around to the sides and come down onto your backs. Wheel your spine down towards the mat and lengthen. Reach your arms long down by your sides. Nod your head, wheel away from the mat. And then lower but not all the way and come a little bit further. And pulse, and pulse, and pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring your upper back, neck and head down. Nod your head. Wheel away from the mat. And pulse. This time for 6, 5, 4, 3. Just coming up a little bit further. 2, 1. And roll down and lengthen. Head nod and wheel away. And pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower down. And we're going back up, so a set of 6 this time. Nod your head, lift up, work through those upper abdominals, and then go a little bit further for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, roll down. Nod your head, wheel away from the mat and work those upper abs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then bring that down. Bring your spine towards the mat, your waistline towards the mat, not with a jamming down, but with length. And then bring one knee and the opposite knee in towards your chest. Zip your inner thighs together, arms out to the sides. Lumbar rotation, take your knees over to one side, but this is controlled from your lower back, your lower abs, and bring that back to the center. And rotate. Back to the center. Shoulder blades stay really stable. Imagine your center as the control center, as the steering wheel controlling the wheels. So you're not letting your legs go, you are controlling that rotation, that movement through your lower back. Take one more to each side. Last one. And bring that down. Bring one foot down, bring the other foot down, and then come around onto your front. Bring your head under your hands and imagine that you are lying on a straight line. That straight line is running all the way through your body. Lift up away from that straight line upwards. But I don't want you to lean to either side of the line as you rotate through your upper back and then bring that back to the center. So you're still above the line, you don't move to the side, you turn your upper body and then back to the center and lower down. Legs just slightly apart. Lift your upper back and rotate. And back to the center. And it's really quite small. And back to the center and lower down. Just one more like this. Extend from your shoulder blades. And turn. And back. And rotate. And back. And lower down. Well done. It's tricky to get into that thoracic spine in extension. Come back, take a shell stretch. and then wheel down for the 100. Hug your knees in. Reach your arms long. They are just hovering over your hips. Nod your head. Wheel away. Test yourself by taking your legs a little bit lower on that diagonal. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 2, 3, 4, 10. 30. Last set. Hug in, roll down. Well done. Bring your feet down. One and then the next. And then reach your legs out long. And then turn them out a little bit and separate your legs. Turn them out and reach them into a V shape. Bring your arms up and over your head and slide your shoulder blades down your back. We're lifting up and over and wheeling away from the mat. And then restack your spine, lengthen in the center and rotate, but keep the weight evenly through each of your sitting bones. And then reach forwards. And restack your spine. Turn to the opposite side. And back to the center. Arms come down. Pelvis tilts. Spine lengthens towards the mat. This time with your toes towards your shins, with your feet in that flex position. Arms reach up. Neck lengthens, spine wheels away from the mat and reach forwards. And then lift up. Turn to the opposite side first and flex. And restack. And turn. And flex. And restack. Come back to the center, arms come down, pelvis wheels towards the mat, and reach back. Bring your legs together, zip them together, and circle your arms. Reach up, arm circles. Take a breath in as you reach up. And circle around. One more like this. Reach up, circle around, and then bring both knees in towards your chest, ready for the single leg stretch. Nod your head, wheel away from the mat, keep your heels nice and high, and reach, reach. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Bring both knees in, wheel down, bring one foot down, bring the other foot down, and then lift up into a shoulder bridge. Your knees, your hips, and your shoulders are all in a long line. Fold one knee in towards your chest and reach it long. Lower it and lengthen it. 2 more like this. 1 more like this, and then bring that down, and the opposite leg reaches long. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. 1 more and lift. Bring that foot down to the mat and come all the way down to the floor. Come round onto your front. And then lift up onto your forearms. And I want you to feel as though you are being pushed up a little bit underneath your sternum and up a little bit underneath your tummy button. So your shoulder blades have just come apart slightly for the one leg kick. Point, flex and lengthen. Toes point, flex and lengthen. Pull, pull and reach. Pull, pull and reach. And this is a really nice, nippy, dynamic move for your lower body against a very still and stable pelvis. Pull in and reach. Two more. Last one. Wonderful. And then bring that down and reach your arms forwards. Circle your arms and dive forwards. And if you can lift a little bit higher as your arms reach back. And you can lift your legs as your arms reach back. And you are supported here from the front of your body as well as from the back. So we're not collapsing into the mat, we are lifting away from the mat. And reach. Last one, circle around and reach forwards and then bring that down. Lift yourselves up. Round your back and sit back. Come around onto your backs. We're going to progress from the 100 and the ab prep that we did in the warm-up into a teaser prep. Keep your feet on the floor, but just walk them down the mat a little bit. Lengthen your spine, reach your arms up ahead. Shoulder blades are stable. Reach your arms up and over your chest, nod your head, and then take a spot and reach towards it and stay just off your sitting bones. And then keep your fingertips towards that spot and then reach back. Arms come up, neck lengthens. Use the strength through your body to reach towards that imaginary spot with your fingertips. And then let your tailbone go between your legs. Let your spine lengthen towards the mat and reach up. So I'm working really hard here through my abdominals, but there's still no bulge of the abdominals. There is length and there is width. And then roll down. We'll just take one more like this. Arms come up, neck lengthens, and wheel smoothly off the mat. And then roll down. Perfect. Circle your arms around by your sides. And then back around onto your front for the leg pull front. We're coming into a full plank position. So if you're into your gym work, then come up into a long plank. So you were starting to do a press up. And then stabilize through your shoulder girdle. Strong around your center. Lift up onto one foot. Send that leg away from you. Feel length through that Achilles and that calf. Bring it forwards and lower it down. Opposite leg lifts. Reach long. Bring it back in and lower down. Lift. One more set. Lift, push back, rock and down. Lift, push back, in and down, and then come down onto your knees. And we're going to finish with some side bends. So lots of upper body strength just at the end of this workout. Have your hand level with your hip and your ankles. And then rise up and bring your inner thighs together and into that side bend. And then lower down. 2 more on this side. Rise up and over. And bring that down. 1 more, lift up and over. And remember, on all of these big intermediate moves, don't forget your beginner's principles. They remain the same throughout every single exercise. We can't do these big moves without the smaller stabilizing muscles. So think about your abdominals drawing towards your spine staying long and lengthened, your shoulder blades staying strong and stable. That deep pelvic floor, lifting. Use your breath to help you connect to those deep abdominal muscles. Well done, we are done for today. That was part 1 of a 3-part series of intermediate level exercises, and I'll join you soon for part 2. Thanks for watching.